Very good morning. I am Dr. Mohammad Ghulam Ramshuer, Assistant Professor, Department of Medicine. Very much delighted to welcome you all to our today's CIB program, arranged by Department of Medicine, Jalalabad Ragib Rabia Medical College and Hospital. For the topics, an update in diabetes mellitus. Today, 7th April, World Health Day. Theme of this year also be diabetes. Today's CIB program chaired by our Honorable Principal Sir, Professor Major General Retired Mohammad Nazmul Islam Sir, Principal and Head Department of Surgery, JRMCH, co-chaired by Professor Pradut Kumar Bhattacharya Sir, Professor and Head Department of Medicine, special guest Professor A.K.M. Joel Sir, Vice Principal and Professor of Medicine, Professor Mohammad Ahmed Hussain Sir, Director and Head Department of Pathology. Now I request the Chairperson Sir, Co-Chairperson Sir and special guests to have their seat. Thank you, Sir. Diabetes is its complications. Patient education, lifestyle modification, discipline. Honorable Chairperson Sir, now I would like to invite our first speaker. Sir, thank you, sir. Dr. Taif Mohammad Ahmed, his topics etiology and pathogenesis of diabetes mellitus. Dr. Taif.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. My name is Dr. Taif Mohammad Ahmed Islam and I work in the Department of Medicine as a registrar. And today I am talking about the epidemiology and pathogenesis of diabetes mellitus. So first of all, let us review the definition of diabetes mellitus. It is a chronic state of hyperglycemia due to deficiency of insulin secretion, its action or growth. This is of diabetes mellitus.
We will speak about clinical presentations of diabetes mellitus.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Clinical presentation of diabetes mellitus. As the disease is very large spectrum of magnitude, and it is very much anticipated that it could be very easily that it is also very diverse, leading to osmotic diuresis and polyuria. We have to basic four groups. A patient can present with classical symptoms of hyperglycemia. A patient can present with acute or emergency symptoms of diabetic ketoacidosis, hyperosmolar hyper.
Our third speaker, Dr. Chaudhry Nahid Abdullah, will speak about diagnostic approach of diabetes mellitus.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, sir, for giving me the chance. Now, what are the criteria to be when we have to label a person as diabetic? When the fasting plasma glucose is more or equal to 126 mg per deciliter or 2 hours plasma glucose is more or equal to 6.5% or random plasma glucose more or equal to 200 mg per deciliter in a patient with classic symptoms of hyperglycemia should be about glycated hemoglobin. The glycosylation of hemoglobin occurs as a two-step reaction resulting in the formation.
Thank you, sir. I'm here today with the details of diabetes mellitus. Management aspect of the diabetes mellitus actually. Before going through the details about the management to achieve, that is hemoglobin A1C less than 7%, fasting blood sugar 4.4 to 7.2 millimoles per liter, or random 5 to 35% of total intake of daily calorie, and saturated fat shouldn't exceed 10% of the total fat consumption. Cholesterol should be consumed as low as possible. Protein intake can range between 10 to 15% of total daily energy requirement, but these requirements may increase in children and during the pregnancy. Protein should be derived from both animal and vegetable sources.
Carbohydrates, in terms of complex carbohydrates, should provide 50 to 60% of the total calorie requirement. Salt intake should be restricted, especially in case of patient with hypertension.
Next speaker, Dr. Nadia Chaudhary, will speak about follow-up and complication of that.
Thank you, sir. Assalamualaikum. Today I am going to present the complications and follow-up of diabetes. We should ask about awareness of hypoglycemia, and we should give driving advice. And we should also assess the injection sites if insulin treated. Instant vision, digital photography, examination of lower limbs and feet for assessment of food risk. Thank you. That was my part of presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Nadia. Now I request our last speaker, Dr. Shahidul Alam. He will speak about prevention of diabetes awareness.
Thank you, sir. How can we prevent or delay the developing of diabetes? First of all, type 1 diabetes cannot be prevented, but type 2 diabetes may be prevented or it may be delayed. And medication have also been shown to increase the probability of reverting from impaired glucose tolerance to normal glucose tolerance.
Gets insulin, too much insulin, and actually there is insulin high. There causes certain other symptoms like itching and so many these things. If you ask him that do you have any physical activity, do you
insulin resistance অনেকগুলো presentation আছে, বিভিন্ন presentation আছে। এর মধ্যে অনেকগুলো বলছে abdominal discomfort থাকে।